안녕. 안녕, 안녕. 안녕. 사람들도 더 들어올 수 있게 잠깐 기다려주세요. Yes, so I'm just gonna wait for a few more people to join the class. Just gonna wait for a few more to join. And I'm just gonna share this link for the class with some people so they'll sorry so they can join in. And I'm gonna also live stream on Instagram. I'm gonna live stream on Instagram too, so Instagram folks can join. But if you want to join and see all the visuals, then you have to be on YouTube, right? I gotta do a lot of talking. 안녕, Instagram 친구들. Hi on Instagram and YouTube. 동시에 live streaming 하고 있습니다. Yeah, we're doing live streaming on 2 platforms now. Oh, hey Tristan 님. 안녕하세요. Okay. So, we have a few people in. Hey! We're live streaming on YouTube and Instagram. So, yeah. All right. So today, we're going to talk about 3. This is the way you do hold up 3 in Korea. It's not this. It's this. Today we're going to talk about 3 common mistakes that English learners make. 네, 오늘은 좀 자주 영어를 배우는 분들, 학생들이 자주 틀리는 그런 것 3가지 오늘 말씀드리겠습니다. Yeah. So let's see. First of all, as you see here, number 1, 첫 번째는 here versus this인데 들어가기 전에 보여줄 게 있어요. I want to show you guys this. So, what are you watching right now? This is Lex tutorials, right? Do you know what Lex stands for? Well, LanguagEX. There's LanguagEX, the title of our channel, and then Lex is like short version of LanguageX because it's long and hard to say. But LanguageX stands for Language Exchange, and Lex is a short version, so Language Exchange. And Lex tutorials, I combined Language Exchange with tutorials. You know the word tutorial 아시죠? So Lex tutorials, Language Exchange tutorials, Lex tutorials. So that's what you're watching right now. You're watching Lex tutorials. Showing my really cool show on YouTube. How did you like that? Yeah, I made it. No, I made it using some software. I'm not that on top of things. So hope you enjoyed that. Yes. What are we watching? We're watching... 목이 너무 좋다. Sorry, people on Instagram can't see it, but if you watch the video on YouTube later, you can see it. So today we're talking about Korean 3, not this. 3 common mistakes English learners make. 영어를 배우는 분들이 자주 틀리는 것 3가지에 대해서 말씀드리겠습니다. So 첫 번째, first one is here versus this. Here versus this. As you see on your screen here. So especially when you're describing something. English learners sometimes mix up whether you should use here or there. Oh, thanks, Dan. Dan-님? Intro 멋지죠? Yeah. So, I used the software to make it. I can't take credit. I just typed in the text. So, here versus this. That's the first thing that confuses English learners a lot. Actually, there are more than 3 common mistakes, but today we'll just talk about 3. Next time, maybe we'll talk about different ones. I also have a fancy mic here. Woo! Okay. I have this fancy new mic, so I hope the sound is much better this time. Yeah, so we've got the first one. The first common mistake is using here instead of this. Here instead of this. You know, in Korean, you say 여기는 서울입니다. If you're talking about like a map of Seoul, like this. There's this map of Seoul and you would say, oh, you know, 여기는 서울입니다. Or let's say you went on a trip and, or not you, let's say your friend comes to visit you in Seoul. Right now you can't because of the virus, but friends cannot come visit you right now, but let's say they could. Let's say they could. And so your friends come visit you and you go to the airport and you pick them up, then you take them from Incheon and you know, let's say you're driving and you take them to Seoul. And when you arrive in Seoul, you say 여기는 서울입니다, right? Oh, whoops! I didn't mean to show that again. Whoops! No intro again. You say 여기는 서울입니다 in Korean, but in English. So if you directly translate it, then you'd think, okay, I should say here is Seoul, right? So you drive from Incheon, you drive to Seoul, and you say hello. We're streaming on Instagram and YouTube. Yeah, so you drive from Incheon to Seoul, and then you say, oh, here is Seoul to your friend who's it's their first time in Seoul. Then that's 땡. 틀렸습니다. Yeah, so that would be wrong to say here is Seoul like that. Actually, you could say it, but it's a little bit awkward. It's very awkward, actually. You would say, what? This is Seoul, right? 이곳은 서울입니다. 한국말로 그거도 어색하지만 영어로 this is Seoul 라고 해야 되는 거예요. When you describe things in English, you will use the expression this is, or there is very often. But you will not use here is as much as this is, especially when you're talking about, you know, a place that you've just arrived, like Seoul. You arrive from Incheon to Seoul, then you say, here is Seoul. No, you arrive from Incheon to Seoul, you say, this is Seoul. Or, we're in Seoul now. You could say that. But here is Seoul is like awkward. Okay, you guys hear me okay, right? With my fancy mic? Okay, good. Actually, there's a delay on the chat. So if you have a question, just type it in. I'll try to answer it. It'll be a little bit late, but yeah. when you chat, then I see it maybe like 15 seconds later. So sorry about that. But yeah, so this is the first common mistake. If you have a question, just type it in there. So if you're looking at a map of Seoul and you say, you're pointing to the map and you say, here is Seoul City Hall. You see there's Seoul City Hall right here. But you guys can't see, but it looks like this. So there's a picture on the screen here on YouTube. Yeah. So let's say you see Seoul City Hall and you're explaining to someone where Seoul City Hall is, then you point and say, this is Seoul City Hall. Or you can change the sentence and say, Seoul City Hall is right here. But when you start the sentence with here, then it's very awkward. You should say, this is City Hall. Or Seoul City Hall is here, is right here. 묘사할 때는 this is라는 표현 훨씬 자연스러운 거예요. 네, 묘사할 때 이런 this is라는 표현 자주 쓰실 거예요. 사실은 오늘 세 가지 표현들은 자주 틀리는데 이거 잘 하시면 그럼 아주 간단한 대화할 때 그럼 더 자연스럽게 더 원어민처럼 네, 대화할 수 있을 겁니다. Right, so we went over the first common mistake. It's here versus this. Remember, when you describe something, you're going to say this is. One more example, like here on the map of Seoul, we see, where is it? 남대문 Market, 남대문 시장 보시죠, 여기. 링 밑에. So then, let's look at this. This is a picture from 남대문 시장, 남대문 Market. So look, I just used that expression, right? I just used this expression I taught you. This is a picture of Namdaemun Market, right? You wouldn't say necessarily, here is Namdaemun Market. That sounds a little awkward. If you say that, then English speakers will understand you, but they may think, it's a little awkward. It will show that you're not a native speaker. But if you say, this is, or there is, you can say there is, in Namdaemun Market, there are lots of stores. You wouldn't say, in Namdaemun Market, here are lots of stores. That one, that's awkward, right? So, for example, let me just type this example sentence. This is Namdaemun Market. There are lots of stores. Very simple. There are lots of stores. You could say there are lots of stores here. Just remember, when you begin sentences with here, it's a way more awkward. Let me see. Can you guys see this? Yeah. There are lots of stores here, right? So you're more likely to, when you describe things, use this is, there are, there is. So just remember that for when you're describing things when you talk, when you speak in English. 네, 묘사할 때 this is, there is, there are 이런 표현들은 here is보다 훨씬 자연스러운 거예요. 네. Alrighty, so next we went over first one is here versus this. So 두 번째 아니고 이거 두 번째죠. V. 네. 세 번째 하나, 둘, 셋 이렇게. yeah. So 두 번째는 하기 전에 한 번 더 인트로 보시죠. I know, I'm being ridiculous. Okay. 나 좀 분수해요. Let's look at the second one. the second common mistake is this one. Second common mistake. 두 번째, 네, 자주 틀리는 것은 is using go and to. Go and to. So it may be confusing, like when to use to when you're using the verb go. 이렇게 가다, go라는 동사 사용을 할 때 to 언제 사용해야 되는지, to 없어도 되는지, 아니면 I 없어야 되는지 헷갈릴 수도 있어요. And I see many English learners actually get confused or make this mistake often. But when we're using go and to, for some examples, like, let's see. Like, for example, when you say, I'm going home, right? Say, I'm going home. This is a correct sentence. And when you say I'm going home, you don't say I'm going to home. But many English learners often make this mistake. They say I'm going to home. This is incorrect. So why is it incorrect? This is what, you know what? This is really hard. English is hard. 진짜 어렵죠. 어려워요. 이렇게 I'm going to home 하면 안 돼요. You have to say I'm going home. 근데 왜 그렇게 왜 to 없어야 되는지 설명해 보도록 하겠습니다. 설명해 보겠습니다. 약간 복잡한데 이런 간단한 규칙 기억하면 좀 도움이 될 것 같습니다. So you can say I'm going home. But when let's have an example of when you use to, and then we can compare. So, what about when you say, I'm going to school? I'm going to school. Right, I hope you can see that on the screen. Yeah, when you say, I'm going to school, then you use to, right? 미안, 잠깐 멍 때리고 있었어요. Sorry. So when you say I'm going to school, you use to, right? 근데 왜요? 왜 여기서 to 들어가야 되고 home 말할 때 없어야 되는 이유가 뭔가요? Yes. I'll tell you. Yeah, I'm going to tell you. So when you say I'm going home, you're using home as an adverb. You know what an adverb is? It's 부사, right? An adverb describes the verb. 부사는 아시다시피 부사는 adverb은 그 동사를 묘사하는 거예요. 그 동사 어떻게 하는지 설명을 해주는 그런 역할이죠. Right? The adverb describes the verb, what you're doing. It describes how you're doing the verb. So it's kind of a weird rule in English, but home is considered an adverb in this sentence. I'm going home. How are you going? You're going home. adverb은 어떻게 하는지 설명하는 거예요. So I'm going home is describing how you're going home. So you can say there are other adverbs that you don't have to in. Let me just show you here. As an adverb, right? It's 부사. 왜 안 나타났지? Where's the 사 part? 노사. 이렇게 하면 되겠지? 오케이. 왜 없어? Okay. We'll get this. I'm a little new to this, but we'll get it. Okay, there we go. Oh, 복잡해. Okay, so home is the adverb. It's 부사, right? So it describes the verb. So there are other times when you don't use to, and that's when you're using adverbs with the verb go. For example, I'm going upstairs, right? You don't say I'm going to upstairs, right? Oh, how are you going? You're going upstairs. 어떻게 가는지 올라가고 있다. 위에 층 올라가고 있다. 이런 경우에는 부사가 되는 거예요. upstairs가 부사가 돼요. Right? I'm going upstairs. You don't say I'm going to upstairs, right? I'm going upstairs. Or downstairs. I'm going downstairs. You don't say I'm going to downstairs. You say I'm going downstairs, right? Okay, so what else? There are other examples of these kind of irregular adverbs, right? 정말 좀 특별한, 특이한 이런 부사들이 있어요. 그 동사하고 사용을 할 때 부사가 되고. Hi, 안녕. So I'm also live streaming on YouTube. So if you go to LanguageX YouTube channel, you can see the live stream better. We're here. Yeah. So, right. So, I'm going to my house. That's right. So, 트리스턴님이 다른 example로 어떤 예를 적어 놓는데 잠시 후 네, 설명할게요. Yeah, so if you say I'm going home, I'm going upstairs, I'm going downstairs, these are all adverbs, and so you don't use to. When you say I'm going north, I'm going east, I'm going west, I'm going south, these are all of these are like all of these are directions, right? 방향에 대해서 얘기하는 거예요, right? So if it's about a direction, then that direction becomes the adverb. How are you going? I'm going north. So how are you going? 어떻게 가는지 북쪽에 가고 있다. So I'm going north. That becomes the adverb. Right, so I hope that helps you understand more. Hi. I hope that helps you understand more, like why there's no to in these examples. But Tristan shared an example too. So what if you say, I'm going to my home? This is a different sentence, right? Oh, wrong keyboard. My home. I'm going to my home. Right? I'm going to my home. I'm going to my house. Right? Here you do need a to. Why? Anyone know? Anyone know why? Yeah. I'm waiting. There's a delay on the comments. So I'll just wait. Sorry. Yeah. No one knows? Why do you use to in this example? I'm going to my home versus I'm going home. Right? I'm going home versus I'm going to my home. So when you say I'm going home, it's an adverb, right? 부사가 되고 I'm going to my home 할 때 뭐가 다른지 말하자면 home 이런 경우에는 명사예요. 명사가 돼요. So in I'm going to my home, it becomes a noun. That's right. I think that's what, I can't read this. Wang, there's a, someone who commented and their last name is, I know this Chinese character, Wang. Yeah, Wang Nim. Yes, to my home, in this sentence, I'm going to my home, it's a noun. Right? It becomes a noun. I'm going to my home. Here, home becomes the subject of that sentence. Sorry, the object, not subject. Home becomes the object of the sentence, and then it becomes a noun. So that's why you need to use to. I'm going my home, 땡 틀렸어요. Right? But if you say, I'm going to my home, this is the correct sentence. Okay, so now you understand, right? When to use go and to. This mistake is very common among English learners. So for a few more examples, you said, I'm going to school. Right? The school is considered the noun in this sentence. But actually, it's kind of confusing because home seems like, shouldn't it be a noun? It seems like a very weird thing to be an adverb. But for in the instance of home, this one I think you just need to like memorize, unfortunately. Whenever you're saying you're going home, then you need to delete the to. Right, that's right. Tristan님, 맞습니다. My home becomes the object. Yes. I'm going to my house. In that example, it's a noun. I'm going home, then it's an adverb. Yes. These kind of weird adverbs can be confusing, but for one thing, you can always remember if you want to say I'm going home, just say I'm going home, no to. But if you want to emphasize that it's my house or my apartment, my room, I'm going to my room. You remember that you have to add to. For other examples like this, directions, 방향 같은 경우에는 north, south, east, west, 대북, 남, 동서 이런 경우에는 그냥 항상 부사라고 생각하시면 됩니다. Like that's easy to remember. Like a direction. How are you going? 어떻게 가는지 북쪽에 가고 있다. How am I going? I'm going north. Or how am I going? I'm going upstairs. You know, I'm not going to upstairs, but I'm going upstairs. Right? Those are directions. 이런 방향에 대한 경고 기억하셔야 되는 것은 going하고 사용하실 때 그때는 부사고 to 없어야 되는 거예요. Yeah. So hope that helps you remember. So this was the second common mistake of English learners. And now we're going to talk about the third one. 세 번째는 보기 전에 먼저 인트로 한 번 더 봐야지. Yes, and please subscribe, comment, like, and push that alarm bell if this is helpful content for you guys. 네, 이 동영상 정말 도움이 된다 생각하시면 그럼 꼭 구독해 주시고 좋아요 눌러주시고 알람까지 눌러주셔서 그리고 코멘트도 댓글도 남겨주세요. 그렇게 해주시면 정말 감사하겠습니다. Okay, so the third common mistake is forgetting the A. 세 번째 자주 틀리는 영어를 배우고 있는 학생들이 자주 틀리는 네, 것은 forgetting the A. Forgetting the A in sentences. So, one example is, when you say, I'm student. Right? This is wrong. This is a wrong expression. I'm student. Okay. Here, the student is right. You're saying that you're a student, but you need an A here because this is a noun. It's just a regular noun, right? Student is a regular noun. So you have to add an A like this. So with nouns, when you use the verb to be, 네, 이다, 동사하고 사용을 할 때, 그 다음에 A 들어가야 되는 경우에 이렇게 명사인데 그냥 일반적인 명사 하고 말할 때, 사용을 할 때, 그럼 A 들어가야 되는 거예요. I'm a student. It's not I'm student, I'm a student. Se non vederi. 오, 닉네임 멋지세요. Se non vederi님 한국인 있나요? 물어보셨는데 우리 시청자들 중에 한국인 있으신가? 저요? Me? I'm not Korean. 전 한국 사람 아닌데요. 저에 대한 얘기인가요? 모르겠어요. 시청자들 중에 한국 사람 있겠죠? Maybe there's some Koreans watching. But anyway, thank you for watching. 멋진 닉네임이신 SN원비대리님. Yeah, so 세 번째, 네, 영어를 배우고 있는 학생들이 자주 틀리는 것은 forgetting the A인데 I'm student 이렇게 자주 듣게 되는 거예요. I've heard a lot of Koreans, and not only Koreans, but just English learners forgetting to include the A. But when you use a regular noun with the verb to be, I, am, you are, he, she, it is, then you need to use an A. But there's an example when you don't need that. I'm 세롬. Right? I'm 세롬. So there's no A, right? Why is there no A in this example? Anyone know? Yeah, this is a proper noun. Proper noun. 어떤 사람의 이름 아니면 어떤 장소의 이름, 건물의 이름일 때 라고 말할 때 그럼 A 없어도 되는 거예요. I'm 세롬. In this example, there should not be an A, right? I'm not a 세롬, I'm a 세롬, right? That just sounds wrong even to English learners. So I'm a 세롬이라고 말 안 하겠죠? 근데 저에 대해서 얘기할 때 I'm a YouTuber. Then A 필요한 거죠. I'm a YouTuber. 왜 필요하냐면 그냥 일반적인 명사하고 세롬이라는 것은 저 이름이니까 말하는 겁니다. Also, there are not like many 세로ms, right? When you use a, it's talking about a single 단수에 대한 얘기니까 그럼 안녕하세요. 지금 유튜브로도 라이브 하고 있으니까 유튜브로 시청하시면 좀 더 많이 보일 수 있을 거예요. You can see the whole class with all the visuals on YouTube, but you're welcome to also watch on Instagram. So thank you. Yeah. So there are not many 세로ms, right? There's only one 세롬. That's me. Although there are many Koreans with the name 세롬. Right? Oh, I'm handsome. I'm a handsome boy. Tristan님 얘기들이 너무 웃겨. But that's true. Tristan, you are handsome. Yeah. So if you say I'm handsome, this is an adjective. That's a good example. The adjective does not need a with it because a is talking about an object, right? It's talking about a student or a YouTuber or a model or an office worker. A goes with those nouns, but with adjective you don't need a. Right? So handsome is adjective. 형용사이니까 handsome라는 말은 형용사이니까 a 들어갈 필요 없는 거예요. 근데 명사하고 일반적인 명사과 말할 이렇게 그런 문장을 할 때는 그럼 그거 필요하는 거예요. 안녕하세요. 네. But when you say I'm a handsome boy, you do need, yeah, Tristan, if you guys look in the chat, you can see Tristan's example. So he says, I'm a handsome boy. 임유흔? 이름 특이하시네. 좋습니다. 특이한 이름 좋아요. Yeah, I guess you're saying you're handsome too? Okay. So many handsome, good-looking people watching our live stream, of course. 네. So, I'm a handsome boy. A 필요하는 이유가 그 이유는 boy 들어가니까. handsome이 그 boy 묘사하는 건데 그 형용사 뒤에 명사 있으니까 a 들어가야 되는 거예요. Right? You need a because boy is the object of the sentence. And so handsome is in the sentence, but it's just describing boy at that point. Right? That adjective describes boy, and boy is the object of the sentence, so you need a in there. Right. Oh, such good examples. So one more thing. So what about this? Who's this? Who's this? You guys see? I'll just wait. Dun, 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 dun. I'm just waiting for the answer. Who this is? Anyone? Anyone? Sorry, there's a delay, so you just have to wait. 딜레이가 있어서 제가 질문 할 때는 좀 걸려요. 이렇게 대답이. 이민호. 이민호. 맞습니다. 띵띵띵. That was 이민호, right? Oops. This is not. That's 이민호, right? So you can say, this is 이민호. Or he is 이민호. Let me type it for you. So we can say, this is 이민호, right? No A, right? You wouldn't say this is a 이민호. We're combining the first mistake too, right? When we say this is, we wouldn't say like here is 이민호. We say this is 이민호, and we don't say this is a 이민호 because there's only one. 이민호, 그죠? 이민호 한 분이죠. 여러 가지 이민호 있는 거 아니고 여러 가지 이민호라는 분들 계시겠지만 일단 이민호 저 사진에 나오는 사람 분이 그분이 확실히 그 이민호죠. So this is 이민호. But what if you didn't know who 이민호 was? What if you don't know who 이민호 is? Then maybe you look at this picture. Let me show you the picture again. 네, 들어가세요. 봐주셔서 감사합니다. 안녕. Yeah, so there's someone on Instagram saying they have to go. Yeah, but that's okay. Thanks for watching. So you see this student, right? So the student, if you didn't know, let me say this, if you didn't know who Lee Min-ho is, then you may see that picture and just say, this is, let me see, this is a student, right? So you just, you know, look at the picture. Maybe you're not into K-dramas or you don't know anything about Korea. You just look at the picture and say, oh, it's a student, or this is a student, right? So why do you use a in this example? Because it's with a noun, right? Student is the object of the sentence and it's a noun. So it's a regular noun, right? It's just a regular noun. 그냥 일반적인 명사라서 그럼 student 하고 a 들어가야 되는 거예요. 그 사람의 이름을 사용할 때는 a는 없어도 되고 a 빠지는 거 그런 실수 자주 보는데 그냥 사람의 이름하고 당연히 없어야 되는 거죠. It sounds like it sounds right even to English learners' ears that you shouldn't say this is a Lee Min-ho, right? But then some people forget to add the a in when you're using just a regular noun like student, YouTuber, worker, things like that. So you should say not this is student or I am student. You should always add the a with that regular noun. I am a student or this is a student. Got it? Good. Okay, so we've talked about the 3 common mistakes. I have one more example for you. So what is this? Cha-chan. Yes, it's gonna take a while, which is great, right? Can you type in the chat what this is? Type in the chat. I'll just be waiting here, dancing. I'll just be waiting for someone to type it. Oh, Wang Nim. I see your chat here. Yes. I am Chinese. Is right. Oh, good question. Oh, yes, that's right. Wow. Thanks for helping each other out with this question. Yes. So everyone sees the picture by now, I guess. 왕루님 환영합니다. 환영환영이. Did I say it right? Okay, you've been just staring at this penguin forever. Yeah, so as you now have all seen, this is a penguin. Yeah, so it's a penguin, right? It's a penguin. Oh, It's a penguin. So, pingu. Pingu? Is it Filipino? I think I know what you're getting at. So this is a penguin. It's a penguin, right? But what about this? What about this guy? He's so funny. That guy is so funny. Okay, I'm gonna bring in the images here so you guys can see. Oh, I can just I'm just gonna bring in, oh, not this guy. Not not you. You can go. Sorry. Let's see. Penguin. Oh, okay. Penguin and right. So we got this guy. It's a penguin, right? This is a penguin. But what about this guy? His eyes. He kind of has the crazy eye, doesn't he? He's got the crazy eye. Right? Okay, so this is a penguin, right? But this is pengsu. Right? This is pengsu. Sorry, here. So now you can see the type. This is pengsu. Or you can say it's pengsu. Right? So here's an example of, you have just a random penguin, right? 그냥 아무 네, 펭귄. 펭귄이 한국말로 뭐죠? 아무튼 just a random 아무 펭귄 있잖아요. 그럼 A라고 해야 되는 거예요. It's a penguin, right? But this is a special penguin, right? He has a name. So you would say you wouldn't say this is a pengsu, right? You wouldn't say it's a pengsu. You say it's pengsu. This is pengsu. Yeah. Pengha. So this is a penguin and this is pengsu. So that kind of, hopefully you, whenever you can't remember if you need to use A or just remove the A, I hope you will think in your mind of pengsu. Yeah. I hope that pengsu helps you to remember when to use the A or not. Okay. Bye-bye. Get rid of those. And so today we talked about the 3 common mistakes. The first one, do you remember? The first mistake is here versus this. Here versus this. Second one, using go and to. And third one is forgetting the A. Right, so these are the 3 common mistakes. If you missed something, these are Pingsu and his son Pingsu Jr. Yeah, Pingsu Jr., sure. That picture of Pingsu had him holding himself, right? 펭수 인형이 들고 있었잖아요. 너무 웃겨. 펭수는 웃기죠. Yeah. So, if you go back, you can watch the beginning of the live stream. Just rewind. 근데 이 세 가지 자주 til리는 영어를 배우고 있는 분들이 자주 til리는 세 가지에 대해서 말씀드렸는데요. 도움이 되셨다면 좋아요, 구독, 알람까지 눌러주시고 댓글도 남겨주세요. 감사합니다. So I told you guys about the three common, or not the only, there are more than three, but three common mistakes that English learners make. This is not only Koreans, but people, just any English learner make these mistakes. English learners often make these mistakes. So I hope that this was helpful to you, and I hope the pictures will burn it into your brain. You know, how you can remember these. 谢谢你. Yeah. You all, 여러분들도 수고 많으셨습니다. Yeah. And everyone, fighting on your English learning. You can do it. Okay, you can do it. If you have any extra questions, just leave it in the comments. And if this video was helpful for you, then please click the like button and subscribe, and hit the alarm button also so you know when we have new videos, and leave a comment in the comments. Yes. So we'll see you next time. 안녕. Oh, you know what we have to do before we go? One more time. Yeah. Thank you, everyone. 안녕.